Well, here we are. We're up here at Bakersfield. I brought the turtle up here, and it's my first time on the quarter mile. So let's try this thing out and see what it'll do. I'm hoping for 13s at about 16 psi. So we'll see if I have. I don't have any more pulleys. I can't do anything, but it's a nice morning up here. Super cool. Should be great for racing. And then the air filter, I had to take the air filter out of this thing so it'll run more boost. It got restrictive at 10 psi. So I forgot the thing that I made to hold it down. And I had to do, there's my zip tie moment right there. Zip tie this cover on there. There's Ralphie's car and his family. And then his brother's Chevy Love he just bought and kind of cleaned up. It's got a 600 horse crate motor in it, so I can't wait to see that thing go. It's pretty crazy, that car. But I cleaned this up a little bit. I finally put a bucket seat in it. I had bucket seats. The bench seat was just too hard on my spine. No lumbar support. So we got that set up, and I put traction bars on it finally. I'm still running street tires for now. Slicks are like $250 a piece. We'll see how it does on these right now. I haven't done much to the engine, just my rig job on the air filter. Man, it's gonna be nice today. It's so cool right now. It's probably 50 degrees right now or something like that. Yeah, it's hopefully it'll run good. Borrowed my friend's dually this time. That was nice. My wagon's getting a little, if you guys saw my wagon in one of the previous episodes, man, I've been driving the heck out of that thing for like 7 years, and it's getting a little noisy to be pulling stuff with. But yeah, this place is starting to fill up now. We got here early Friday night. It's Saturday morning. All right, let's make some runs. Well, I made my first run. It wasn't very good at all. Ended up running looks like a 15.5. No, mine's not the 11.6. Which, yeah, it's pretty horrible, but it's my first time in the quarter mile. Air fuel ratio looked pretty good. It was in the 11s. Remember, I'm running street tires on it. I did get good traction with it on the street tires. Little bit of wheel hop in the burnout. I just did a quick tire cleanup in the burnout. Got good traction on takeoff, but I think I'm shifting way too early. I'm shifting this like it's a big block, like $6 grand. I think I need to run it up to 7. The valve train should handle it just fine, and run it out a little bit more. And then at the end, I forgot what gear I was in, and I grinded gears a little bit. So that might help if I pay attention to that. But we'll try it again and see if I can just inch that number down. I really didn't think I'd be 15s. I thought it'd be 14s. That's pretty disappointing, but you can only get better from here, so I'll just keep chopping at it. Well, here we are, second day at Famoso, and it's a foggy one. Look at this. It's kind of vacant right now. A lot of guys left from yesterday. It is a weekend event, but people start rolling in for today too as well. It would be nice if it was kind of thin today. We'll get a lot of runs in, just go round and around. But I ended up doing okay yesterday. Of course, my times weren't what I was hoping they would be, but what can you do? So went from a I went from a 15.5 down to a 14.8, and I kind of stayed in the 14.8 range. I tried to uncork the exhaust and see if that would help any. My air fuel ratios were still pretty reasonable, and it didn't help at all. It actually hurt a little bit. So that goes to show uncorking the exhaust isn't always the best thing. The exhaust that's on it must flow free enough that it doesn't cause any restrictions at all. And on my last run, I was burning a little bit of oil coming out, and I got kind of worried. But I do have, I'll show you this tube I have on the exhaust right here. This evacuation tube, and it runs down into the exhaust with a one-way check valve. So it's possible, since I'm revving it, I was revving up to 6,500, seems to be a good range. It could have pulled some residual oil mixed with air through this hose out in the exhaust. That's kind of what I'm hoping it was. Because I looked at the spark plugs, and they look fine. They look really good. They don't look like they're oil covered or anything. Yeah, 14.8 is about the best I can do. I was messing with my, I'll show you this thing. With my dial here for boost retard, and just kind of messing with that, and I think I got it in the best position I can put it in right now. Going more or less hurt it quite a bit. So hopefully it'll clear up soon. It's already starting to clear up a little bit now, and then we'll go out again before we got to head back home. All right, guys. Looks like I did a little better on that run. I was able to knock half second off. This time I revved it out to about 7 grand. Maybe it's a little too much, maybe 65, it might like that. But I did, I got a 15 flat on that one at 91. My 60 foot was slower by 200ths, but I had another almost 4 miles an hour in the 8th. So I'm kind of wondering, I've got my boost retard here. I had it at 1.5 pound retard. I dropped it down to 1 pound. I don't know if I'm going the right direction or not, but I'm making more boost than I did when I was over at Eagle Field. Another 6 pounds because I took out the air filter, and that brought it up. That's how restrictive it was. But we'll try another one. This is just a test and tune weekend. Maybe I'll see, I do have the methanol injection going as well. The fuel trims look pretty good, around 11:1 range. That'd be just perfect for this little supercharger. And so I'll leave the carb alone, and maybe I could, I don't know, I went faster in the 8th mile with the boost retard turned down a little bit. I could try turning it down just a smidge more and see. I want to break into the 14s, and at least. I don't see why I couldn't do that. I'm at a 15 flat pretty much. Yeah, that would be cool. At least for this range, this round, without having to increase the boost. I mean, it looks like 16 pounds still, so the belt's holding up pretty good. No slipping, and it seemed to kind of fall flat a little bit at 7 grand. So maybe the power band's done by maybe 65. We'll try that. And but it's not running lean or anything, so that's good. All right, so I'm gonna take a little break and we'll try it again. Holy smokes! Get him, Bo! $14.70, not bad. $14.70, not bad.